Hello, and welcome to another episode of Now Playing with Stephen Freeman. On today's episode, I will be talking about the new Netflix films, The Five Bloods. The film tells the story of four Vietnam veterans who return to Vietnam to search for the remains of a fallen soldier and to retrieve gold they buried. And along the way, they get embroiled in a big adventure and fight over the gold. What I overall like about this film? First off, there's some pretty good flashbacks between what they're doing right now in Vietnam, and then going back to the war in Vietnam and demonstrating why they're back in Vietnam in the first place. Well, the flashbacks were pretty good. The four actors playing the veterans are pretty good, especially the main one who shows off he's struggling with PTSD, from his experience in the war, and shows us how it really got to him and stuff. Which is another thing I like about this film. The film does do a good job of showing just how the war had affected soldiers in a very psychological way, especially for African American soldiers as well. The only thing I would say I kind of have issues with regarding this film is that towards the middle of the film, it kind of starts to lag a little bit. It's not that bad. It's just a little bit. But the story is pretty impressive. Like I said, it does show the effects that this war had had on some of the soldiers, and especially the African American ones as well. They feel like this was a war they should not have fought and stuff, also. And given the current state of the country right now, this film also definitely ties in also with everything that's going on right now as well. So that's pretty good. The film was directed by Spike Lee. I gotta say, this is probably one of his better films in a while, and does a pretty good job of capturing some very dark moments. Overall, story's pretty good, with some good flashbacks, great performances. Definitely do a good job of showing how the war had affected a few soldiers, and how a lot of this also ties into the current state of the country as well. Overall, I would probably give this a good recommendation. Just be prepared for some pretty intense moments. I give this film overall a B plus. Again, this is Now Playing with Stephen Freeman, and thank you for watching.